Out here, everybody's got an opinion. Some cheer for you, some try to tear you down. But in the noise, one voice cuts through. They say don't read the comments. But I do, because it tells me what we're up against and what we're fighting for. This isn't about chasing perfection. It's about facing reality.
Head on. No filters. No fluff.
Just truth. Tiff's Take is where hustle meets honesty. She built her channel brick by brick, video by video, 9 months, 200 uploads until YouTube finally said you're in. Monetized, recognized, but still real. I don't care if you're dealing with trolls, chasing your dream, or just trying to keep your head above water. I've been there, and I'm here to talk about it. Some creators sell fantasy. Tiff brings reality. The highs, the lows, the grind, the glow-ups. Every video is a conversation, and you're invited. This is bigger than me. It's about us. Our stories, our struggles, our growth. This is Tiff's Take. Real talk, real life, real growth. So don't just watch, join.
Hit subscribe.
Ring the bell. Add your voice. What's your take?
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Bambi's twisted tales. Are you afraid of the dark? The van in the dark. The night in Jersey was heavy, that kind of sticky darkness that feels like it's crawling on your skin, the kind that makes streetlights look nervous. Behind Willie's pub, the midnight mob huddled round a barrel fire, the flames spitting and crackling, shooting sparks that danced up into the mist. They were kids, sure, but not the kind of kids you see on Saturday morning cartoons. These were alley rats, stoop-sitters, sons and daughters of guys who knew how to break kneecaps with a smile. Each week they gathered in secret, taking turns telling stories darker than the shadows lurking just outside the circle. On this night, Bambi Palermo struck a match, the flare lighting up her face like a phantom. She held it high, the fire reflecting in her eyes. "Submitted for the approval of the midnight mob," she said, her voice steady, calm like stone. "I call this story, The Van in the Dark." The alley went quiet. Even the rats hid. Mikey Ragazzo wasn't a saint, but he wasn't a sinner either. 16, tough enough to mouth off, dumb enough to think he'd live forever. His Pontiac died that night, dropped dead on the side of the Jersey Turnpike like a shot horse. He popped the hood, but it was no use. Engine hissed, smoke curling up like a last breath. So he started walking, the thud of his sneakers pounding the asphalt, headphones hanging around his neck. The air smelled like rain and gasoline. That's when he noticed the headlights. They didn't pass him. They crept. A van, black as oil rust, spread across the panels like rot. No plates, no logo, just there. It pulled up slow, tires crunching the gravel of the shoulder. The side door creaked open with a sound like a coffin lid. Inside, he saw it, a steel pipe, long and hollow, bolted straight through the van's guts. It wasn't no plumbing. It was a tunnel. A throat. And from deep inside that pipe came a whisper. "Mikey, come closer." He froze. The voice was thin, wet, like it was dragging itself across metal. He bolted, sneakers slapping pavement, breath ripping out of his lungs. He didn't look back, not at first. When he finally did, the van was there again. Pulled over ahead, door wide open, pipe waiting. Mikey's heart jackhammered. He flagged a trucker, waving his arms wild. The rig slowed, lights blinding him, air brakes hissing. Then, gone. Like it never existed. Same with a cop car. Sirens blinked once, then silence. Driver's seat empty. The whole damn world had gone ghost. And still the van came, following, always just ahead, always waiting. He scrambled down into a drainage ditch, cutting his knees on rocks, hiding in muck up to his shins. He pressed his hand over his mouth to kill the sound of his breath. The fog was thick, curling like fingers over the edge. The van rolled to a stop above. Door slid open. A hand reached out, long, bone-thin fingers, pale as candle wax. They held something wrapped in plastic, heavy, sagging, the shape of a body. The hand dropped it into the pipe. The sound echoed like a coffin dropping down a well, flesh grinding against steel, bones cracking under weight, a wet thud that rattled in Mikey's teeth. He wanted to scream, but no sound came. His throat locked shut. The pipe's echo filled his skull. Drag, 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 like it was feeding. He stumbled through the ditch, crawling on all fours, his hands covered in filth, lungs burning. Hours passed, or maybe minutes. He couldn't tell. Somehow he made it home. His room smelled safe, smelled normal. He collapsed on the bed, thinking maybe he'd dreamed it all. Then he saw it. On his pillow was a toy matchbox van, black, rust smears painted on the side. And from the closet corner came a drip, drip, drip. He looked down. Water from the ditch was pooling onto the carpet. Only problem, he hadn't come in wet. He turned, slow as death. The closet door eased open with a sigh. Darkness inside, deeper than night. And from somewhere in that black throat he heard it again. Mikey, come closer. Back in the alley, the barrel fire spat high, shadows twisting on brick walls. The mob sat frozen. Tommy Two Toes muttered a curse. Joey Light's espresso cup rattled against his teeth. Bambi smirked, letting her match burn down till it singed her fingers. She flicked it into the fire, the flames shooting up like the story itself was alive. You asked if I was afraid of the dark, she said, voice cutting through the smoke. Boys, the dark's afraid of me. The circle stayed quiet. Somewhere at the end of the alley, a van door slammed shut, and the night swallowed the sound. The alley went silent after the slam of that van door, every kid in the mob sitting stiff, eyes darting at the shadows. For a moment it was just the hiss of the barrel fire, spitting like it didn't want to burn no more. Bambi leaned back, lit another match off the flame, let it glow under her grin. See, that's the thing about fear. It don't care how tough you are or where you come from. It finds you in the dark and it don't let go. But you stick with me. I'll show you stories darker than any alley, stranger than any nightmare, and realer than any bum pretending he's wise on YouTube. The crew chuckled nervously, but no one moved. The shadows on the wall seemed to lean closer. If that story twisted your gut, then forget about it. You're in the right place. Smash that subscribe, drop a like, and join Bambi's Twisted Tales for more nightmares served hot. And remember, this ain't just stories, this is the Pizza-verse. We own the dark, and we don't miss.